fifth graders. So in the other video that I made, you saw that I was using coins, but I wanted to show you a good way if you don't have any manipulatives like coins or chips or marbles or anything, how to just do it on paper. So I'm using a whiteboard right now. You could use that too. But I would recommend if you're using paper, make sure you have a pencil because we're gonna do some erasing. So the very first thing, our data set is over here. So we've got the numbers 5, 3, 2, and 6. So the very first thing you're gonna wanna do is I'm gonna count up how many numbers I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So I'm going to draw 4 lines down at the bottom. These are gonna be the 4 rows that my numbers are going to go into. We don't wanna accidentally add another row over here because that'll mess up our data a little bit when we're looking to find the mean or the average. In my first row, I'm gonna use stars. You guys can use whatever shape you want. I'm gonna draw 5 stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was my first number in my data set. Then I'll do 3. I'll do 2. And then I'll do 6. It's hard to draw this many stars in a row. All right, so now I have my data set shown over here as a visual representation. So now before I was able to just take the coin and move it, now I'm gonna just have to erase a star and add another one. So I'm gonna take from the column that has the most and I'm gonna move it to the one that has the least. So I can, whoops, I'm gonna erase this top one and add it over here. Now I've got 2 that are tall and 2 that are short here. So I'm just gonna keep going with the one I started on. Erase 1, add another. Now I have 4, 4, 3, and 5. So I'm going to take from my biggest one that has 5 and move it to the one that has 3. So now each of these has 4 in it. So I know that the mean or the average of this data set was 4. If I added this all up, I would get 16. And 16 divided by 4 equals 4. So that was a good way to check my work. So that's a really simple way for you to draw this out. So you don't necessarily need manipulatives or anything. So this will be a good tool to use for your practice pages, for this Google form, and for your mastery check.